everyone. It's Enjoy English School.
Yo.
Today is May 26th. We're on pages 50, 51, 52, and 53.
Yep.
We're on a lot of pages today. Our article today is called Elegant as Fire.Flamenco
今天我们要介绍的主题呢，我相信各位如果喜欢跳舞的话，应该会很感兴趣哦。因为我们今天要介绍的主题是佛朗明哥舞蹈。Yeah.
Our subtitle today says, When passion, art, and music, boom, collide.
没错，我们的副标题呢是这个 When passion 热情。Art 艺术 and music 就是音乐 collide 的话就是那种两边这样相撞咚那种感觉，他们撞出什么火花，这是我们今天要讨论的内容。
All right, well, let's listen to our article. When we come back, we got paragraph 1, and let's learn about this musical art form.
Elegant as fire, flamenco.Flamenco is a musical art form that has given birth to what is considered one of the most expressive forms of dance. It is made up of various elements and is often associated with the Romani people of southern Spain. Flamenco dancers use their body movements and facial expressions to convey their deepest emotions.Their performances usually involve the clapping of the hands and kicking of the feet. They may also include little handheld wooden instruments called castanets, which make a clacking sound. Traditional flamenco started out with 3 parts: singing, rhythmic clapping, and dancing. Later, as it became more popular, the guitar and other musical instruments were added.Flamenco is a form of art that was originally passed down from generation to generation. Dancers were not professionally taught, but rather learned from their relatives, friends, and sometimes even their neighbors. Flamenco dancing is a very emotional style of dance that can be adapted to various purposes. It can be used to entertain, provide comfort,and express romantic feelings.
All right, friends, let's take a look at our paragraph 1 here. Flamenco is a musical art form that has given birth to what is considered one of the most expressive forms of dance.
好，我们来先看到第一段这个地方哦。第一段这个句子很长，对不对？一段一段来看哦。Flamenco is a musical art form. 好，我们先确定一下，它是一种艺术的表演形态。That has given birth to what is considered. 我们先确定一下 ，given birth to has given birth to 就是孕育出了。What is considered 后面这个东西被认为是什么呢 ？One of the most expressive forms of dance. 所以这里面的话，它就是提到说孕育出来，大家觉得说很棒，非常具有表演形式、表演张力的这种舞蹈形态。当然，它用的是 one of the most expressive forms， 代表有其他一些很厉害的舞蹈形态，而我们今天讲的 flamenco 是其中之一。
Get your highlighter out and let's look at our first sentence. Flamenco is a musical art form. You need to know this word form. You will see it a lot today in day 1, and you'll see it tomorrow in day 2. Form just means kind, but we won't use that word a lot today. Please pay attention, highlight it, and draw like a little arrow. You're gonna need to know it.
没错，这个 form 这个字，它的中文意思是形式，它是一个很重要的一个名词哦。它其实就是表达有不同种类的意思，但是你会在我们今天跟明天的文章里面常常看到 form 这个字，你不妨先帮我把它圈起来。
So let's look at the word expressive. EX means outside, and press means like yeah. So when we express, we want to show other people. Now we can also impress other people, and that means you make somebody else feel respect when you do something good or even bad. So you impress upon them your good or even bad habits. Expresses out, Impress makes someone else feel something in themselves.
没错，所以这里的话，先提到这个 expressive 这里面的 express 这个字，这个里面 press 就是压的意思，对不对？如果是 ax 前面加上 ex 的话，就是往外压的意思，就是你去表现出来，把你内在的东西啪表现出来。那如果说今天你会有另外老师提到的词汇，前面如果配上 I am。好 I am 然后配上 impress people. If you want to impress people, you want to make a strong impression so that people can remember you. 那种感觉就是你表现出来的东西压进他们里内，然后想说我记得那个 Chris 老师他非常非常好玩，非常非常搞笑，他们有一个很强烈的一个印象。如果说要给人家造成一个很强的印象的话，可以用 impress 这个字后面再接 people.
All right, let's continue here. It is made up of various elements.And is often associated with the Romani people of southern Spain.
好，接下来我们看下一句话，他说了 It is made up of. 当你今天注意到说 something is made up of 代表是后面有好几个东西所组成的，他在讲它里面的元素组成的分子，像是其中包括像是 various elements. 好，这边他提到说各式各样不同的元素And it is often associated with 这边的话讲说它常常会被什么联想在一起呢 It is often associated with the Romani people of southern Spain 好，是很比较容易会联想到其实这个 Romani people 我第一次看到的时候我就说这个是什么词啊我一查一下其实以前的话有一个词但现在的话尽量不要用那个词叫吉普赛人 The Gypsies 对在这里的话他们用另外一个 Romani people 那他们的出现的地点呢常常是在这个西班牙的南部
Okay, so let's think about what gypsy means. So gypsy we should say is today it's a little impolite. We shouldn't say it.But I think students learning English need to know this word because Romani people, it's a newer way to say this. Gypsy is G-Y-P-S-Y. Now, I want you to think of Europe and Southern Africa. Europeans thought gypsies came from what country? Gypsies. Can you guess?
Egypt?
Egypt, that's right. Egypt. They thought the people came from Egypt.And these were people that were dirty, they would steal. And even today, if someone, 他骗你的钱, will say, don't gyp me. And that comes from this word.
Wow.
That's what this comes from. So it's not a polite word. It's like calling these people are all thieves or criminals. It's not a nice thing.
原来如此。所以说今天这个在欧洲的地方他们会觉得说 Gypsies 吉普赛人他们是来自于 Egypt 就是那种要么就是很脏啦或者是会偷钱啦甚至在英文里面还说 don't gyp me 用这个 gyp 变成一个动词说你不要偷我的钱你不要那样子做一些那种这个龌龊的勾当等等那但是后来所以你会知道说 Gypsy 这个字现在比较不会用会使用我们现在看到的 the Romani people 那是因为 Gypsy 这个字背后有很多不好的联想
Yeah, a lot of bad stereotypes.
没错
Okay, let's continue here. Flamenco dancers use their body movements and facial expressions to convey their deepest emotions.
好，我们来看下一句话，他说了 Flamenco dancers 这些弗朗明哥的舞者呢 use their body movements 用他们身体的这种律动 and facial expressions 好，他脸部的表情 to convey their deepest emotions 他们去表达出他内在这种非常强烈的情感
Their performances usually involve the clapping of the hands and kicking of the feet.OK,
他继续讲说 Their performances 他们的表演呢 usually involve the clapping of the hands 拍手啦还有 kicking of the feet 就是要用脚蹬的那种方式去表达出一种节奏
Now this sounds really weird, right? Like why didn't they just say their feet are kicking and clapping? Because when you say clapping, it sounds like, yay, we're very happy. And you just paiso, right?
Right.
So the clapping of the hands kind of makes it different. That this is more like a musical instrument. These are 你的乐器的感觉
Yeah, 原来如此。所以这边说不会用这个 they are clapping, 但是会用 the clapping of the hands. 他们有一些固定的这种动作去做的一些固定的手势。以前我在大学的时候有稍微学过一点点。
They may also include little handheld wooden instruments called castanets, which make a clacking sound, which is a very nice word. Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, clack, clack, clack. 好 ，OK， 在这边他提到说 ，They may also include a little handheld wooden instruments。这个我们是特别注意一下 ，handheld 就是手持的，它会有一个那个系的这个带子，然后它的话，它这边那个 castanet， 它在弹的时候，你就用到这2个指头去做，去这样动，所以它呢在表演的过程当中也会 include 包含了一个小小的手持的 wooden instrument， 手持这种木质的乐器。叫做 castanets， 就是响板的意思。
All right, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to ask Anthony, why is belly dancing so popular here?
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski. That's Anthony.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm saying hello. So, when I came to Taiwan in 2005, I saw something that I thought was really weird.
Oh.
There were lots and lots of belly dancers. And even today, if you go to some clothing night markets, there are places you can buy belly dancing clothes. Why do so many people belly dance in Taiwan?
Because they think they can lose some weight.
Was this like a popular exercising craze or
Yeah,
like a fad?
I guess so. I guess
okay.
so. Yes.
Because
You said it was about the year of 2005, right?
左右,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just never saw belly dancers back home, and I saw a lot here, and so I paid attention to it a lot. But what's weird to me, and I didn't know this, belly dancers are supposed to be a little fatter. So belly dancing comes from the Middle East. And they wanted their women to be a little bit fatter in the belly. So trying to lose weight while belly dancing feels like the opposite of what you should do.
所以这个东西老师问到，因为刚好那段时间2005年左右，其实刚好有一些可能旅游节目，他们有采访到这种中东的肚皮舞啊等等，然后开始台湾有很多的肚皮舞班，然后到后来大家说可以瘦身啊，可以变得更苗条啊，什么什么，大家就开始去学，所以慢慢有很多这种肚皮舞班是这样来的。
我就是不知道为什么很多人就是要这样的跳舞，我就是要问看看。
你想学吗？
I'm okay, but I just was wondering why. It was just something weird to me.
Okay.
Let's continue. Traditional flamenco started out with 3 parts: singing, rhythmic clapping, and dancing.
好，现在我们看这句话他说 Traditional flamenco started out with 当你提到 started out with 什么东西的时候，刚开始的时候是怎么样？所以传统的弗朗明哥舞蹈呢，刚开始的时候是有3个部分 ：singing 歌唱 ，rhythmic clapping 好有节奏的这种拍手 ，and dancing 还有舞蹈的部分。
Later, as it became more popular, the guitar and other musical instruments were added.
好，所以这边的话就是提到老师刚刚一直在讲到的 musical instruments， 就是乐器，对不对？然后慢慢演变到后来 ，later as it became more popular， 慢慢流行起来之后呢，开始加入了其他元素，其中包括了 the guitar and other musical instruments were added， 就被这样加添进来了。
Flamenco is a form of art that was originally passed down from generation to generation.
OK， 接下来就说了。Flamenco is a form of art， 记得吗？我们还提到说 form 这个字会不断出现，对不对？它是一种艺术的形态 that was originally 原本最开始的时候是代代相传的 passed down from generation to generation。当你今天用到 from generation to generation 的时候，记得这个 generation 都用单数。
Dancers were not professionally taught, but rather learned from their relatives, friends, and sometimes even their neighbors.
好，所以他在讲以前的时候 ，dancers were not professionally taught。他们这个以前的这些弗朗明哥舞蹈的舞者呢，其实不是去上什么舞蹈学校啊，不是。他当时呢，不是接受这种专业训练 ，but rather 的意思就是说，而是怎么样呢 ？Learn from their relatives， 试着呢是跟他们的亲戚朋友啊。好，或者是 and sometimes even their neighbors。我隔壁的叔叔他会跳弗朗明哥，好酷哦！那我跟他学这样的感觉。
It's a very informal art style, right? And I think today we always kind of feel like you have to go to school to learn how to do something.
Right.
But honestly, the best way to learn is just to do something. And if you know someone that can do it, they can maybe help you kind of, not like in a formal classroom, but you just start to do it. Like, that's how I taught myself guitar. I just bought a guitar and started playing. And I think a lot of people learn their skills kind of that way. Now, if you want to get really good, you need a classroom. But if you want to just start to learn how to do something, oh, this is really fun, then your grandpa shows you, your auntie shows you, your neighbor shows you, maybe your babysitter shows you, someone that takes care of you when you're young and they're maybe like a teenager.
Yeah, 所以说这老师就提到说，他自己自学吉他的时候，就是买一把吉他就开始做啦。如果你只是想要去培养一个兴趣跟嗜好，那最快的方式就是开始动手做，开始动手去感受体验。那我自己的话也是跟爷爷学会下象棋的。好，所以这个东西，这种经验的话其实是蛮难得的。
Okay, so we want to ask you our discussing question for today. We wanted you to tell us down in the comments after today's show. So, like I asked you about belly dancing, I want to ask you, are you more interested in learning like European dance styles, or would you rather learn like traditional Chinese or maybe Japanese dancing styles? I have this theory that these very traditional art styles die in their home countries, but foreign countries will take care of that art style. Like there are many Asians that will study flamenco or belly dancing, but where is there a belly dancer back home, right? Like maybe only at a tourist place. So I want to ask you, would you rather study European dances or traditional Chinese dances, and why?
没错，这个问题很有趣哦。如果说今天你想到说，如果你有一个选项，然后两个选项是一个是学欧洲的舞蹈，另外一个是学比较离我们比较传统欧洲舞蹈，另外一种的话是选择像亚洲的这种舞蹈，像是日本啊这种舞蹈的话，你会怎么选？老师的 theory， 老师的理论是说，很多时候呢，某些很厉害的舞蹈或是技艺，它呢在家乡里头没有人要学，可是呢，其他人看到哦厉害了，他们就很想学。很多时候我们觉得外国的月亮比较圆，然后会想去学一个远方别人比较不知道的东西。那你会是怎么想呢？如果今天你有两个选项的话，你会选择一个很远很远欧洲的传统舞蹈呢，还是选择我们听过的离我们很近的日本他们这样的一个舞蹈
？Yeah, and we're not talking about modern dance. We're not talking about modern dance. 传统的欧洲，传统的那个亚洲的，日本的 maybe I don't know Chinese dances.
Maybe,
right? Why? Because I have this idea that in my country maybe it's old-fashioned, so for you it's still new and interesting.
Right, 没有错。
Yeah. Okay. Tell us down in the comments, and I'm interested in what you have to say. All right, let's continue on to our final paragraph after our short break. Hey everyone, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're looking at Elegant as Fire Flamenco. We're on day 1, and let's look at our final paragraph here. Flamenco dancing is a very emotional style of dance that can be adapted to various purposes.
好，我们来看一下这句话哦。这句话又很长，对不对？Flamenco dancing is a very emotional style of dance. 好，先看到这边 emotional 当然就是充满了这种情绪的，对不对？它来自于 emotion 这个字，然后后面加 al 变成形容词。That can be adapted to various purposes. 我们来看一下这个字 adapt。Be adapted to something 意思就是被改编，这个 adapt 就是 change. It can be changed to 什么什么 various purposes 就是不同的目的，所以
many uses.
Yeah, many uses. 所以在这句话整句话意思说，它是一种非常非常具有情绪张力的舞蹈，然后呢，它可以去改编成配合不同的这种目的来去表达出来。
It can be used to entertain, provide comfort, and express romantic feelings.
好，他就告诉你说 it can be used to entertain 它可以用来娱乐大家 provide comfort 如果说听的时候有时候听他们那种歌曲对吧你会觉得心里头有一种慰藉的感觉可以提供一种慰藉好安慰and express romantic feelings 当然啦你也可以用它来求爱觉得哇跳起来好帅他觉得哦整个都迷上了你的舞蹈
So I actually took 2 dance classes in college because that semester I had a very difficult class. I don't remember now, but I was very worried about it, and it was worth 5 credits. So it was a very important class, and I knew it was a difficult subject for me.
Right.
So I said, okay, I'm going to protect it. I'm going to take some exercise, easy classes. You learn like a skill, and that way if this grade is only okay, these 2 easy classes will help kind of protect me from a bad score, right?
没错。
So I took these 2 classes, and they were really fun. Like, I'm not a great dancer. I like dancing. I'm not good at it, but I like it. And in this class, I met a Taiwanese person. It was actually a Taiwanese girl. And at that point, I met some Taiwanese friends. And they were really friendly, and they were telling me I should study Chinese. And I should maybe I visit them in Taiwan, whatever. And now in this dance class, I meet this Taiwanese girl. It's this weird accident. And I had a girlfriend at the time. But when we were dancing together, we had to practice. And there was a little bit of a romantic feeling there. But I was in a relationship, so no. But it was also another reason why I ended up coming to Taiwan. Because every Taiwanese person I met was so nice. They were so friendly. And I was like, I have to go visit this magic nice place with everybody that's so wonderful.
Wow.
So that's one of the weird accidents that got me here in Taiwan.
没错，所以很多时候你千万不要忽视你所看到的人事物。老师刚刚就提到说，他在这个当初大学的时候，因为他修了一个很难的课，所以他必须要修一下其他的营养学分，把这个分数拉高来保护自己一下。然后到后来就修了这个跳舞的课，然后舞蹈课里面呢，刚好有碰到台湾的这个女生，那时候老师已经有女朋友了，所以他在跳的时候会觉得说，哎，有一点那种恋爱的感觉。可是我知道哦，不行，我有女朋友。可是这个女生对他也很好，他觉得说人很 nice， 然后他就知道说。身边的人跟他讲说，哎，你要来台湾看一看，台湾人都很棒啊，也种下了他日后来台湾的种子，所以你根本不晓得你现在这个人对你以后的未来，会有什么样的影响。你看到的每一个人都有可能去形塑你的未来哦。
我在大学认识超级多的超友善的台湾人，因为他们那么友善。I was like， 哦，我也要去这个，很友善的那个台湾。
没错，赶快来哦。
All right, let's take a look at vocab review. All right, friends, it's time for vocab review. Our first word today is to give birth to. In our story, we have given birth to.
Yeah, 没错。这边的话，第一个字呢就是 give birth to， 在我们这个文章里面是 has given birth to， 就是孕育出了什么东西。
Next, we have a few forms of the verb to express. So the verb is to express. Then we have the adjective expressive.And then we have expressions or an expression.
Yeah, 没错。所以我们从 express 这个字呢，我们衍生出了第二个主要重要的字汇，一个是它的形容词 expressive。好，第二个呢就是 facial expression 的这个 expression， 就代表表达、表示或是那种表情。
And that's our third word, facial. Facial is just the adjective about your face. Facial.
Facial 就是脸部的。
Number 4, to convey, to show.
Convey, to show 就是传达的意思。
Number 5, to start out with something.
To start out with something 就是指说开始的时候是用这样的方式开始，那种 with 后面接开始的东西。
That's right. Next we have to pass something down from A to B.To
pass something down from A to B 就是指传下来从 A 点传到 B 点的感觉。
And number 7, a generation.
A generation 就是世代的意思，所以搭配前面我们刚刚讲的 pass something down from generation to generation 就是代代相传。
And lastly today, emotional.
Emotional 它是一个形容词，指的是充满情绪的。
You can also say emotional. Now, don't forget our discussion question today. We want to know,Are you more interested in studying traditional European dance or traditional Asian dances?
没错，千万不要忘记了我们的讨论的问题是，你呢如果要选择的话，你会选择是欧洲的传统舞蹈呢，还是要学亚洲的传统舞蹈呢？你会怎么选？今天你想学哪一道？
That's right. Let us know. We're excited to see it for tomorrow where we look at day 2 of Flamenco. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.